In the last video, we got to the point where we were able to render the home page, which was our index page. In this video, we're going to build the rest of the routes. We'll build a route that helps us add new ideas, build a route that helps us edit ideas, and another route that helps us to delete ideas. So stick with me as we move on with the app. Yeah, this is cool, right? Yeah. But if you type something now, let's say hello people, and let's say welcome home, and I save, it doesn't do anything because there is no routes for /ideas yet. So we are going to create that so that we can be sure that all of our ideas are being saved in the database. So let's go back to the application. Come back to the application. Let's go to application.py. Now we have created the index route which renders that index.html page. Now I want to create a new route, which is the route that helps us store the ideas in the database. Let me just copy it and paste it because of time. Yeah. So this is saying this is the /ideas route. And remember, when we created our form, we set our action to /ideas. It means that to go to this route in the backend and execute everything that is here. So the method is just stating the kind of method we are using, the HTTP method we are using, and that is a post method because we are actually inserting data into the database. So this is just the name of the function. For every route, you create a function. I created this home page, the basic route, the home route, and I created it with an index function. You can give it any name of your choice, but just have a function here and return something. So I have the title, which is getting the value for my title from the form. So you use this to actually access the form that is coming from the front end. Request.form.get. This is because we are using a post method and we're sending a form from the front end. So you say request.form.get, you pass the name of the field. Then I'm assigning it into the title variable. Then I'm also getting the details and I'm assigning it into the details variable. Now remember, our database was referenced to DB, so we can use db.execute to run any SQL query we want. So I'm saying insert into ideas, title, details. You remember we have a title column and a details column within our database. So it's inserting into those two parts, and the values inserted will be title and details. But because of SQL injection, we are putting placeholders here. So I am having a placeholder for the title and a placeholder for the details. This is my basic SQL query. Then after that, I have the actual values that will be inserted in place of these placeholders. My title variable from this line 33 will be inserted into this to represent this placeholder. Same thing with my details variable, will be inserted into this to represent my details placeholder. Alright, so we have created a route for /ideas. Now let's stop our app again and rerun it, and let's see what happens. Let's Ctrl+C and let's do Flask run again. Now if you come back to the app, remember it was saying not found here before. Let's just clear this and run the home route. Okay, so let's say I say hello world and I type something hello world again. Alright, save. This time around it's not telling me that there is no /ideas. It has gone to /ideas and it's rendered, and it executed that. It inserted into the database. So it has executed this. If you go to the table plus and we refresh, you can see what we added. Hello world and the details, hello world again. It's already inserting into our database. So you can easily view it from here, and you can also view it on the front end. So what am I doing after executing that query? I'm asking it to redirect to the /route. So it's rerunning this homepage route. At the point of submitting the form, it goes to /ideas route, executes everything here. After executing, it comes to this point and returns by redirecting this index route. That's what makes it display the contents of our database. Okay, let me enter something else. Oh, cool. This is an awesome app. And you save. You can see it's here. This is not beautiful. We can actually still style it later on, but this is more like what we have. So let's add some styling just to beautify this. The edit and delete button, they are not working yet. If you click this edit, it doesn't know any edit route yet, but we're going to create that. Let's go back. If I do a delete, it doesn't know the delete route too, but let's just go back. Now let's do a bit of styling. Let's go to our VS Code again, and now you can come to your styles.css. Sorry, I'm supposed to be typing all these styles, but if I probably type it, who knows, maybe this tutorial will take 24 hours. Just kidding. I don't type that slow, but I just feel it's faster, you know, just copying and pasting. So let's just paste this since I already have done it. Now what I added here is just to style the ideas, to style each of them. If you look at the index file, I have idea.collection, which houses everything. Then remember, within our ideas.collection, we are rendering all of them using the for loop. So it's rendering each one. Idea notes is the outer div containing each of the ideas. Then this part is talking about the title, it's talking about the details. So you can look through the style I have here for the idea collection, idea notes, and the idea title, the details and the buttons and all of that, and you understand better why I'm styling it this way. So let's close and rerun again. If we go to our browser, let's rerun it. Whoa, beautiful. Wow, I think we should just stop the tutorial like this. So what do you think? Because this is awesome, right? Just kidding. Our edit buttons are not working yet. Delete buttons are not working yet, so we need to work on that. But let's just add something again, just something else, and another something. I'm typing fast, right? Yes. Well, I'm still learning. All right, so this is cool. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is to actually do our delete route. So let's go back to VS Code and let's go to application.py and let's create a delete route. Okay, so as usual, we just copy and paste. I'll explain what is going on, but because of time, yeah, so I'm saying basically at this route, mind you, I am passing in an ID dynamically, /delete/id. If you come to the index.html, remember we have /delete/. I am passing the ID of the idea that we are getting, because the database is returning the IDs. If you check your database table and you refresh, you see all the ideas we have added here. You can see 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be what it will use to reference a particular idea, to delete it if you want to, or to edit it where we want to. So if you come back to application.py, you can see that I am passing /delete/id, which is helping me to get the ID from the front end. From here, I'm now passing it to my function. This is a get method. I don't think I can talk about this. I'm passing to my function and I'm saying db.execute delete from ideas where id is equal to placeholder of id, and I'm passing in that particular id. So it goes to my database. Say I pass in 2, for instance, it goes to my database and sees 2, says oh cool, and deletes that entire row. So that's pretty straightforward. After that, it renders the home page again. Remember, we have a /route, so it redirects that /route and runs the function that is there. So let's end this again and rerun it. Flask run. Now I'll go back to my browser, and if I reload this, nothing really happens because we've not really done much. We just created a route. Now if I click delete on this cool route, it deletes, it's gone, because it actually references it and deletes it, and that is it. If I click edit, there is no edit route yet, so we're going to create that next. So let's go back to our application of Pi again, and let's add the edit route. And as usual, I'm going to copy and paste because of time. Yeah, so let me just explain. Now you can see this is looking a little tricky. We are having two methods, get and post. Now in my edit.html, we have actually not added any content here yet, so we are going to, okay, let's quickly add that, then afterwards I'll explain what is going on in the edit route. So let me just copy this and paste it here. So what this is saying is extend layout.html. Remember I said layout.html is like the default template for all the pages we are going to be running. So everything here will be rendered, but in the place of title, whatever I put in the title placeholder will be placed here in place of this, and in place of block main, whatever I put in the main placeholder will be placed here in place of this one. So come to edit, you can see I have title saying edit idea. This is as good as saying within this, instead of having idea store block title blah blah blah, I'll just have edit idea here. All right, so if you look at my main block, I am having edit the fields and select updates in an h3 tag, whatever. All right, then after that I have a form that takes in, okay, that helps me render the title and the details. Now there's something I'm doing here. If you look critically, you see that I am actually getting something from the back end and I'm rendering it in the front end here. Let's go to the back end and let's make this a little clearer. Now I have a get method and I have a post method. What is the get method for? If I go to slash edit slash the ID, it's supposed to first of all render the edit page. Unlike delete that is not rendering any page, it's just going straight to the database, doing what it needs to do, and is redirecting to this. In my own case, if it is a post method, it runs this block of code. If it is a get method, that's why I have an else here, it runs this block of code. Now what does it do if it's a get method? It does this data equal to db.execute. It runs this SQL query, which is what helps it to get that particular file and that particular row from the database. It comes in an array still, but I have to reference it by using the index 0. So it picks this, using the ID, it goes to my database and picks that particular row and returns it to me here, and I store it as data. Now I'll be passing the data to the front end as data as well. I just decided to use the same name here, unlike the other place where I had rows being inserted as data. Now whatever I'm passing within this data is sent to the front end. If you come to the edit.html, you see now that I'm seeing that data, but because it's just one single row within that array, I'm referencing it with data at index 0. Then with its ID, I'm using it to render that particular route. So I'm having slash edit slash the ID of that data that we are accessing. Then that is stored in the form as my action attribute. So what that basically means is when I submit this form, it will go to this route, which is this route. And because it's coming from the form, it's a post method, it means it's going to render this block of the code. This other one is being rendered because I merely just clicked a button that says edit and it renders that edit page for me. This other block is rendered after the form is submitted, so that is in the action route. The action attributes, you can see that I'm calling that edit route. So within my form, I want it to be such that the form comes up but is not blank, it shows what is already existing. So I'm picking my title from the row I got from the database, I'm picking the title and I'm setting it as the value of the form here. So for the title input field, I'm setting the value to be the title I'm getting from the database. And for the text area which contains my details, I'm setting it as what I'm getting from the database as well, so that the user has an idea of what is already existing and he knows what to edit, and afterwards he clicks the update button. So I believe you understand that it's pretty straightforward. So let's go back to application.py. If I do a post, if I submit that form from the front end now, from the edit route on the front end, it comes here because it's a post method. It sets title as request.form.get, remember, and it picks the title field and sets it to the title variable. Request.form.get details, pick the details field and sets it to the details variable. Then it does a db.execute and updates ideas by setting the title as the new title now, setting details as the new details, where id is equal to the id of the particular row we selected. So it goes to that particular row and edits it as we have chosen here. So all the placeholders, I'm now passing the actual values here. Remember, I said I'm doing this because of SQL injection, so that someone will not just come and type an ambiguous query and crash the database. Something I worked so hard to do. Just kidding. So after that, it redirects to the home page again and renders that page. And that's pretty it. Let's try it now. Ctrl C, and I do Flask run, and let's go to our browser. And now let me re-render this, and I can add a new one. Let me just pick one of these. Welcome to my Python clinic. Yeah, you are highly welcome. Yeah, let's say save, and that's it. And if I say delete, it's gone. Let's try and edit. Let's say welcome to my Python clinic. Welcome. And I say save, it comes here, and I say edit. Remember, it has populated this with my values from the database, and I can now add, okay, let's say welcome sir or ma, and I update, and that's it. Pretty straightforward, and that's everything about the app. So we have been able to build a full stack application from start to finish, and this is the idea store. So I can just keep adding as much ideas as they are coming into my head, and I'm saving them, knowing that yes, I have an awesome application that's helping me store all of my ideas. Now I already did my styling, so that as I'm adding, it just keeps adding and arranging them. And that will be all for this tutorial. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if you have any suggestions, you can leave them in the comment section. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for joining me in my Python clinic. I don't know what my next tutorial is going to be about, but I'm pretty sure it will be fun. So please just subscribe to my channel so they can always get new information about my upcoming tutorials. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful day.